Just being on a pirate ship and looking out at the seas makes me really want to try something for today's episode. Yar, me matey, I say we speak, and the pirates speak. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. My name, of course, is System Z, and in today's episode, we are going to be completing the final item sorting system, and I cannot wait to be done with this project. But first, we've got to explore this pirate speak. Helmet o' Diamond. Icarus's wings. Okay, I like that. I like that. Greaves o' Diamond. And Pegleg o' Diamond. Wait, what was that? Scurvy's cure. That's funny. Pegleg o' Diamond. And it's got wind in your britches. 4. I'm guessing that's feather falling. All right. I love pirate speak. Oh, look. Bomb o' Sparkles. We might need to keep this on for the rest of the Let's Play. Steak is just steak. Of course it is. In the last episode, guys, we did a decent amount of progress. We got the first row done, and if we come around back here, you'll see that it looks very messy, but it's going to look even more messy by the end of the episode. At least it works. At least it works. But what I want to do today is go ahead and get all of it done. That way it's a working system and we can move on to more building projects. Because I know that that's what you guys really, really want to see. And we'll definitely be getting into that. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of things together for today's project. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more building related content. As well as live streams every weekday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And guys, without further ado, my name is System Z, and let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, this is the first row that we did do last episode. By the way, guys, thank you for all the feedback you gave me in the comments of that video. Very appreciative and very helpful. As you can see, we've got a decent load of stuff, and in the last episode, we did actually get the organization system pretty much done and described as to how we're going to do it in the future. What we need to do now is go ahead and do the rest of them, and as you can see, I've got them all labeled out in a way that should work. So instead of doing it where it's going to go all the way across and then back down all the way this way and have the last block over here be the miscellaneous block, we're actually going to go ahead and do each block individually and then go over to the next one, just because I think that might be a little bit easier to understand and build out as we go. And if we want to add anything, that should not be a problem. Now, the only issue is we're going to have a lot of extra hoppers for this particular row because obviously apples, for food, we're going to have various different things. Seeds will have various different things. Basically, everything on this row is going to need more than one hopper, so it's going to be very difficult. But what we need to do first is go ahead and label it out. And if we come around here, you can see, well, barely. On the top row there, I do have the signs just like we have above here. And I'm going to do that basically to all of them. That way we know exactly what we're working on before we get started. There we go, all done and ready to go. All of the signs have been placed, and I just love the name for the signs. Plate full of letters. Leave it to the pirate speak to be as real as possible. But as you guys can see, I do have the signs in place now. So now it's really just going to be about getting the actual system done and repeated all the way throughout. Now, like I said, the way we're going to do it is we're going to focus on each block. Meaning what we're going to do is take the hoppers and I'm going to have them go back and start a new row back here and just have the hoppers go under. And once it's done, it'll loop around and just kind of start back and do the same thing. That way we have more space for each area. Now down here, what we've got is, for the first one, we've got logs. That's going to be 6 different types of logs. 6 different types of planks, so that's going to be pretty difficult. Like I said, we're going to do the basic glass, basic wool. Netherrack is really all I'm going to worry about here because I don't really care about storing the rest of it. And then gravel. So these will be relatively easy except for the first 2. And now this one's going to be where it kind of gets difficult. The first row is just ore, so that's very easy. Those are all single hoppers. But this one is miscellaneous, so this will be the easy one. This is redstone, comparators, repeaters, redstone torches, redstone blocks, and hoppers. Now, obviously, we're missing a load of redstone stuff there, so that's still going to be a lot. But that's all I'm going to store because everything else I can just craft when I need it. Leather, feather, and ink sac for the items. Bone and bone meal for the bone. Seeds will be seeds, potatoes, carrots, and sugar cane. And then food will be apple, steak, pork, lamb chop, melon, and pumpkin. Now, pumpkin isn't necessarily a food group, but I think it would be best in that chest. So that last row is going to be very, very difficult. But just to go ahead and finish up with the blocks, I'm going to go ahead and get started, see if I can't make a little bit of progress, and I'll see you guys once that's done. Hoppers are extremely expensive, guys. I have made a lot of progress, but even so, we have been going through our stash of hoppers like crazy. Now, fortunately, I did get the first block done with what I did have, but I just came to chop a couple trees down so that way we'd have enough to do the rest of it, and we should actually be good to go from here. But guys, I wanted to go ahead and really quickly say, in the next coming episodes, we will be working on this island and the building project. I've just got to plan it out a little bit more, but hopefully by next episode, if not the episode after that, we will be able to get started. But for now, there are a couple of things that I want to do down here. Now, since we do have some logs, what I want to do really quickly is actually test the system. I do have the logs in place, so if I go ahead and throw these in, as well as some saplings like you can see there, and even some red wool or scarlet cloth. What does this say? Log o oak, or oak. I don't know how to say that. Hoppers are very funnily named as well. What are crafting tables named? Crafting table. I like it. Bolt. And then I could just read the pirate speak all day. But yeah, so those are going through the system now. If we go down here, we should actually see it start to cycle in. There it is. So the oak is working, and as we go through, hopefully we won't see anything else fall into the system. But I do actually have this all set up now. I just don't have any of the blocks currently in the system. And I've also made a change with the netherrack. I've actually gone ahead and just done the netherrack brick, quartz blocks, glowstone, and glowstone dust because I honestly needed it, and the space we had a little bit of extra room, so I figured why not go ahead and do that. But as you can see, we've got basically 2 times what we had before, a little bit more, and it's just so messy. But thankfully, I do understand it, so it's not too hard, especially if we have to go in and debug anything. Hopefully, that won't be too big of an issue. But now what we need to do is take this line right here and have it continue out and start on this area. So that's basically what I'm going to do next. But first, I want to see if the system has actually, cycled through all of the saplings and stuff properly. So as you may recall, we did put some oak logs in there, but we also put the sapling and the red wool in there as well. So if we go ahead and grab a little bit of dirt, we should be able to go check that out. Now, if this has all been done correctly, all of the saplings and red wool should now be right in this hopper, which they are. So this is perfect. We haven't made any mistakes up until this point. Now, hopefully we don't make any mistakes when we do this part. Now what we need to do is go ahead and craft a little bit more hoppers. So if we go up here, we should have some iron available. Oh, this is too dangerous. I don't like how fast we go when we do that. Whoo, that was close. All right, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Okay, so I have been sitting a little bit of time over the past couple of days, so we do have a little bit more iron here since the last time. Hopefully we will have enough for this project overall. Look at that, chunk o steel, and then this is bullion o steel, or however you say it. So now we're gonna need to make the chest first, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so since I'm in pirate speak, I can't search anything. That is a trapped coffer. So, oh no, it's not. I'm guessing then the original, there it is. Yeah, okay. I might not be able to, keep this pirate speak for too long because this is going to drive me crazy. All right, hoppers are coming out. There we go. So we got a stack and 51 out of that. I don't think that's going to be enough, so I am going to need a little bit more of the oak logs there. Let's go ahead and cycle them back into the system, but I should at least be able to make a little bit more progress. Now I'm also going to put the dirt in there, and that should be good to go. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just make all of the progress and finish it. Hopefully we don't have any problems. But if we do, I'll definitely document it. So I'm going to do it this way. It's going to come through at this direction and then go back down and do it on this direction. We do have a lot that we have to cycle here, so this is probably going to take a little bit of time, but hopefully by the time we come back, I will have it done. It has been completed! The item sorting system is 100% completed. And I am absolutely tired. But I'm really happy that it's done, and we just gotta grab some items now to just try and fill it up a little bit, because obviously now I have to move all of my items over into that place. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything for concrete or cement, as the pirates apparently call it. I did add a couple of things as well, but we can at least grab... Oh, I forgot to add magma blocks. And obsidian, that's a bummer, but that's fine. And endstone. I've apparently missed a load of stuff. And soul sand, one of the most important... Okay, well, that's fine, that's fine. I did forget, though, I'm not gonna lie. And that's the thing. I did make it in a way where I can add things in the future. And hopefully that won't be too hard. And I do plan on doing that and expanding over time. But for now, we do have what we need. And And let's go ahead and just see if it works by starting to fill this thing in here. I'm a little nervous because obviously this is the first time testing it. We can even throw in the redstone, the iron. We can't do iron blocks because I do not actually have it set to detect iron blocks. So anytime we do that, we would actually need to take it apart just like that and send them on that way. Or they'll just go into miscellaneous and we can just take it out at that point. But we can just go ahead and kind of put any item in here. And I do want to take this down as well and get that organized. Actually, on that topic, we can do another test here and get some of these. This is going to take a lot of time, actually, to move everything over. I mean, I may as well just put them in their appropriate chest. But if we go down here, we should see all of it sorting through the system. Now, obviously, it's going to take a while for all of that to be done, but it's definitely come a long way, and this is what we've got. I've expanded it a little bit more because I had to. It wouldn't have lined up properly. I would have had to do an item elevator, so this was a lot easier. And I've also got extra storage for the miscellaneous system. Now, hopefully this will show some items going through soon. Like, I mean, genuinely, this is just such a messy computer system. But, like I said, we can always add things to it later on if we do need. Now, this is actually an extra space, so we can do the soul sand and all that through that system. That won't be too difficult after all. So I may end up doing that in a little bit. But for now, I'd say this is pretty much complete. Alright guys, we are looking all good and organized. As you can see, I'm slowly getting where I want to be. Still got quite a bit of a way to go, and we do need to organize some things. But guys, I also added one of the entry points down here on the 3rd level. Just because being down here, I realized I'm probably going to want one down here eventually, so why not go ahead and build one? And the way it works is, as you can see, we've got a basic hopper line going into a water elevator up to where the normal entry is, and it's very, very simple from there. So if we grab this 12 cobblestone and cycle it through, you'll see that it's kind of going to start to go through here, and we can kind of see once it gets to it. There it goes. So they're going up, and it's resetting into the system, and hopefully we should see it start to come in here in just a moment. Come on, don't disappoint. Or maybe not. Maybe it could be broken. Nope, there it is. Okay, cool. See, I'm a little bit more confident in my skills now that all of this has worked. But yeah, so we do have that. What I want to do now is add a trash can. Now, this is a very common design that I've been using lately, and it's a little goofy, but I love it so much. So the way it works is we basically have well, I guess now we don't even need a minecart. We could just get a hopper. So let's run over here really quickly and grab one of those. We're also going to need a dropper, which will not be too difficult. As a matter of fact, we're going to need most of these here. There we go. And to make a dropper, you just need some cobblestone. So let's go ahead and craft that. There we go. Dropper all good and ready. And then what we do is take this, and we're going to kind of face it in this direction, I'd say. Or actually, we'll have the lava directly here. So we're going to place some lava, I'd say, well, first let's get this placed in the proper direction. So it needs to face all these items. Come on, we can do it. Almost. So close. Maybe not, actually. There we go. That's what we should have done in the beginning. So the way this is going to work is there is going to be lava in here, which is going to basically burn the items immediately. So we can go ahead and cover that up. So that way we don't die, obviously. And then we can go ahead and place a hopper there. And then, of course, this will be the trash can. But to actually make it work, we're going to need to do a clock just like we've done over here, which is not difficult whatsoever. The only thing is I don't know if it's going to interfere with the hopper line here, but hopefully it won't. We can just kind of test it for now and see. There we go, and we should be all good to go now. So if we place an item in here, we should see it actually go into the lava, which it sounds like it is. Yep, there it is. So that way we can actually just burn items very easily, and you don't even really hear the lava. So let me go ahead and cycle these back into the system, and these should end up in the miscellaneous area. Now what I want to do is just get some spruce trap doors. Just one will do, so let's go ahead and do that. And I just like to kind of add a top to it. It just kind of adds to the effect, and overall looks like an actual trash can. So that's a very good system to add into your own survival home. It's a very effective tool. And instead of just having a cactus or a normal lava pool, it actually kind of looks convenient and fits with the interior flow. So now that we've got all of that, this is essentially done. The only thing we really need to do with this base from this point on is start to do more farm designs. And what I want to do is go down to the very, very bottom layer. Not this one, oh no, but the basement below. Which, as a side note, we need to make a proper elevator to. I'm thinking I want to do something in this room and essentially have this be the center AFK point, and all around us we'll have different farms. As long as no spaces are able to be spawned on, that should actually work as an actual system while this is is still running as well. So that is going to be my plan. I'm probably not going to focus too much of that on camera until we actually get it all built, and then we'll build a little collection point room. But until then, I actually kind of want to grab some of these. That way we can cycle them into the system as well, but we don't really have much that's available. I'm starting to realize that there are a lot of blocks that I missed, but that is fine. I'm not really going to use it at the end of the day. Like that much. I mean, it's really just for the main blocks. I can always do some extra storage to the side if necessary, but for now we at least have the most important items. But guys, that is basically going to do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Now, in the next episode, we will go ahead and start planning, if not working on, the first build that will be going on over on the main island. For those of you who don't remember, my main project for this series, or at least the early part of this series, is to transform this entire island into a terraformed, beautiful collection of cities. It's going to be a huge kingdom that I don't really have planned yet, but it will look beautiful once it's done. But until then, guys, I am very happy with this observatory. I think it looks absolutely amazing. And as a side note, I noticed that one of the videos we did back in episode 4 actually is really doing well right now. So let me know if you guys are coming from that video and if you subscribed from it as well. We just hit 50,000 subscribers and I just cannot believe it. I gotta say thank you to everybody for joining me on this journey. I cannot wait until we hit that 100K mark, which we are halfway to now. But guys, that is gonna do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more building related content and live streams every weekday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.